automate, follow up, and close more deals and stay top of mind, then connection is your secret weapon. Go to yourconnection.com and take control of your pipeline today. Now, whether you're tuning in live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, or X, catching the replay on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, wherever you stream, we're glad you're here. Do me a favor, hit that like button, drop a comment, and share this with a friend, and make sure you're subscribed so you never miss an episode. All right, guys, let's get locked in. We've got a powerhouse show lined up today, and if you're in business or real estate or just building something big, this one is for you. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back into the Elite Real Estate Podcast. Super happy to have you guys in again with me this morning. I know we're jumping in right after the holiday, so those of you that are here, we are here right after the holiday. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Hope everything was well for you all, and that you got to spend some time with family, friends, or friends that are like family. That's what it's all about, right? That's what it's all about doing the things with the family, the friends, the family of friends, and all those kind of things. And just straightening out the microphone here, but yeah, thanks again, guys, for joining me. Got a lot of things I want to go over today. But welcome back to the Elite Real Estate Podcast. And if you're listening live the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, which means you're either shopping, you're eating leftovers, or you're still in a gravy coma. We don't know, but that's where we're at. We are the day after. Thanksgiving, and again, I appreciate you guys being with us, and joining us the day after. So, a lot of things I want to cover today, and I really want to hit on what is next for 2026. Like, we have some time left in this year. So how do you take the momentum that you don't have or did have or are having or maybe not having, or the luck that you want to have, and turning that into something for 2026? What does it look like? What does it sound like? What does it taste like? So while most people are coasting right now, what today's episode is only going to be about why you can't coast right now. And we're talking the end of the year execution, how we're going to get ready for Q1 of 2026, and how to make sure you're not sitting around in March wondering what happened, why is it slow, why did I slow down? So that's what all the things we're going to hit on today and taking care of all of that, what that's going to look like for you for Q1 of 2026. So, it's funny. Thanksgiving's a great time. A lot of times it's kind of like a homecoming, right? People get to come home. They get to visit. I know my oldest is home from college. So it's really nice to have him and have the entire family under one roof right now. So that is exciting to be able to do that and have that happening at our house. So really good that's going. I'm going to hit my button there. All right. So, but it's really cool because, again, it's kind of like a homecoming. A lot of kids home from school or families traveling and getting home to places like that. So we host. We're hosting Thanksgiving this year. We hosted it yesterday, and it's always good. It's always good to have the entire family under one house, under one roof. We get to have conversations that you don't get to have all the time, and depending on what has gone on and gone on for you for the year, right? Of what's looked like, what your years look like, either financially, emotionally. You've lost family members, all those kind of things. But so now we get the chance to, we're under one roof. We get to have some conversation and break bread and talk about things and all that stuff. So, we got the host at our place. My son's home from school. But what's really been kind of cool with Thanksgiving too is I'm the one that has been carving the turkey for probably the past 15 years. That I get to carve the turkey, and there's a couple things with carving the turkey, and I don't want to give out all the secrets, but yesterday carving the turkey, it's like a leadership role, right? Like carving the turkey, making sure everything gets done the right way. Carving the turkey makes sense, and how it does two things. So it's for me, it's like being a servant, right? I get this, the people that come over the house, the family that comes over the house, I get to be the server. So I get to carve the turkey. To me, it's a big thing. It's a big responsibility. It's making sure, and then you're separating, right? You get the breast, the dark meat, the light meat, all the things you're separating all that stuff. So it's a leadership responsibility to me, that I get to handle on Thanksgiving. So I was glad I got to do that again yesterday. Like I said, it's probably a good 15 years that I've been carving the turkey. So that's always really cool, right? We get the noise, the kids running around, and but I love everybody under one roof. I like that's a big piece, a big part of it, right? And of becoming the official turkey carver, I think I've, like I said, carved it for about 15 years now. But the secret benefit to carving the turkey is you get to eat turkey before everybody else does because you become the official taste tester of the turkey when you're carving it. Because again, we don't want to serve bad turkey, right? So if I'm, yesterday again, I got to do it, carve the turkey, but I get to eat the turkey before everybody else does. So that's one big bonus that I get to start eating before everybody else does, and not in an official capacity, just as a taste tester to make sure that the turkey's good. So that's part of the leadership responsibility too, right? You get to prep the turkey, you get to cook it. I brine my turkeys too. So that's another big thing that we started doing a few years back is I brine the turkey a few days before. If you don't know, this is a process, right? The turkey is a whole process, and if you're not doing the brining and everything else, you're missing out on the process of what that turkey actually is. So, but don't miss out on that. But you prep it, you carve it, you can serve it, and that listen, that's what we do as leaders in this business, guys. We are leaders in our businesses and our families. We prepare, we do the work nobody else sees, um, and then the bonus is we get to serve others then, right? And we get to serve the others that turkey that we got to prepare, brine. Don't forget brining. You guys, if you missed out on the brining thing, maybe next year what I'll do is before Thanksgiving, the episode before Thanksgiving next year, maybe I'll do a cooking show on how to brine your turkey the right way. Um, but the turkey was delicious. It comes out much better when you brine it, and a lot of butter, right? Let's be honest. Just call it what it is. A lot of butter is important. But there's moments around the table, the conversations we don't really get to have, and that's the things I'm most grateful for that I got to do yesterday. So Thanksgiving is always a time of reflection, looking back on what the year was. Again, spending time with family, with friends, friends that are like family. The football game was important for Detroit as well. One of our other traditions here, and again, serving the turkey becomes a leadership role. It's a responsibility to carve the turkey, make sure it's all ready to go, make sure it's there. We had 3 turkeys yesterday, and everything turned out great. And we had again a lot of the family over our house, was spectacular, and all that. So again, the leadership in the service piece, again, servant leadership is very important to me. If you guys have watched the show before, or listened to it after, you know how important that is. But one of the things that I really wanted to touch on today with you guys was as we're winding down this time of year, the importance of not coasting. It's very important right now in your business. Think about it. Um, we are end of November, getting ready for December next week. Couple days we'll be in December. And now a lot of agents, and entrepreneurs and business leaders have a tendency to coast at this point. And when they do, that's what I alluded to earlier is when you look around in March and you're like, man, what happened? Well, it's that we know this is a 30, 60, 90-day business. And if you coast now for the next 30 days, we know that the beginning of 2026 will be a little rough and will be slow if you coast right now, because it's a trailing business, right? What we do today doesn't again pay off for 30, 60, 90 days. And if we do nothing now, 30, 60, 90 days from now, guess what will be happening? Right, nothing. So I say all that to say that we're heading into the final 30 days of the year. Okay. And this is where most people tap out. And they say this is the one thing that I hear a lot. I'll start fresh in January. I'll really hit it hard next year. And that can be a total plan uh, for you to hit it hard in January, and I'll hit it hard next year. But don't do that. Don't do that. Start now. Start today. Start Monday, right? Start today. Today's Friday. Again, we rolled off the holiday was yesterday. Thanksgiving was yesterday. So we're rolling into the holiday today. Don't coast for the next month. If you coast for the next month, the first quarter is going to be rough. I promise you. Now is a great time also to be cleaning up your database, making sure everything's lined up for your big start in quarter one, making sure that all your ducks are in a row for all your your uh, your your systems, your processes, that everything is clean and ready to run. But this again is not the time to coast, right? It's people will say I'll hit it hard next year, but right now is when you keep your foot on the gas. You absolutely keep your foot on the gas. If you've got deals moving, great. Get them buttoned up. If you've got a bunch of loose end clients, get them tied up. Put a nice little bow on everything. See, we talk about the Christmas gifts there, but putting a bow on it. But this right now, and this is not letting off the gas, right now is a great time to double down on your reach outs. Double down on past clients, your sphere, your SOI, your database. Double down on touching base with all them. And you've got simple touch points, right? You've got simple touch points because it is the holiday. It is the holiday, excuse me. It is the holiday. And it is an easy touch base with clients, past clients, SOI, your database, to be reaching out to them and saying, hey, I'm just thinking about you. I hope you and your family had an amazing holiday. If you need anything, I'm here for you. Hope your Thanksgiving went well. Are you looking forward to Christmas? Right. Again, you have all these touch points, right? To be able to reach out. I hope your Thanksgiving went great. Today is a great day after you listen to this show to hit your past clients or your database or your sphere and say, hey, just thinking about you guys. It's the day after Thanksgiving. Are you out shopping? Are you just taking a nap? Are you chilling out today? I want you guys to take advantage of that today and go out there and do that and make some phone calls, touch base with past clients, shoot them a text message. Hey, just thinking about you. Hope you and the family had an amazing holiday. If you need anything, I'm here for you. How's the house? Whatever your past clients did, right? Did they get into a new house? Did they sell an old house? How was the holiday in your new home? How was the holiday in your new home? Did you get to enjoy Thanksgiving in your new home? See, you have all the capability of all these reach outs. This is all the important stuff. It's the perfect time of year to remind people that you exist, right? That I care about them and that I'm here to help, and not spammy way. It's genuine. I'm just thinking of you, right? I'm just thinking of you way. The calls and texts you make right now may not convert into. They're not going to convert into closings for 2025. Right? The calls and things that you're doing for the next 30 days probably won't be a closing for 2025. But what they will be is business for 2026. It's going to be how you're going to kick off your new year. It's going to be how you ramp up to make an impact in 2026 and be that go-to liaison realtor for all your clients out there. So again, I'm glad you guys are watching and listening today. If you're watching or listening later, it's fine too. You still have all this month of December to be reaching out to past clients. And again, the calls and texts you make right now may not all convert into closings before the New Year's Eve, but they will absolutely set up your quarter one for 2026. Okay. Because again, this is a 30, 60, 90-day business. Even if I had somebody to come in today, I probably wouldn't close on anything. Even if everything went smooth, it was an easy transaction, I probably wouldn't close on anything for at least the next 30 days. Right? Before we had to find them something, before we had to make an adjustment, whatever it is, right? But again, if I don't do that now and I say, I'm just going to wait till January to do it, now it's a 30, 60, business past then. So then I'm looking at the earliest then would be February, right? That I would have one. But if I do it now, I may have a closing in January from what I'm doing today. I may have 2 closings in January and a couple more set up for February if I start doing it today. So again, I challenge you all today to give your past clients, hey, how was the holiday? It's the day after Thanksgiving. People are around. Most people aren't working today. So it's the day after the holiday. Hey, how was the holiday in your new home? I know this is the first year you've had Thanksgiving. Were you hosting this year because you were in the new home? So you have all this ability now to reach out and do these things today. Right now, today. I'm giving you actual tangible things to do today. All right. So that's a major key. Don't let off the gas for this last 30 days. Make sure that you are doing those things. And if you want to know more how we do this and where I'm sharing this from, the Elite Edge Network. It's our community plug-in, the holiday push, for all those things. That's exactly why I built the Elite Edge Network community, as for simple and somewhat obvious things like this, right? It's obvious to some of us, but it's not obvious to everyone. And again, sometimes it's hard to see the forest through the trees, but that's exactly why I built the Elite Edge Network, right? It's the why I built the Elite Edge Network, and that's why the community has been added. We're building a culture and a brand that's second to none, right? It's a place where agents and entrepreneurs who actually care about their craft can plug in, get support, and grow together. It's the reason we did it was to be able to build this community of givers, of those servant leaders, of the people that are here to support, operate, help build businesses, build wealth for others. All while helping maintain my own and help build out that. So it's a community of like-minded, well-respected business leaders that have come in through different conversations. That the crazy part, like it's there. It's the Elite Edge Network, the community. If you go to the eliteedgenetwork.com, so if you look right there on their bottom, right here, eliteedgenetwork.com, go there. There's a button to join community. Click on that. Join the community. We've got some holiday deals coming up inside the community. But the very first, most simple step is to get in the room, right? So go to the eliteedgenetwork.com, get signed up, jump into the community, and we do weekly webinars every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We do a live training. We have resources and people who actually want to see you win. So every Thursday at 2 p.m., we do a live webinar. It's all about building your business, figuring out how we can help you. We have special guests from time to time. We also have the podcast every Friday morning at 7:30 live. Different guests. You guys who've been following the show know we have different high level entrepreneurs, looking at this past year and reflecting on this past year with the Elite Real Estate Podcast is, we've had doctors on, we've had dentists on, we've had obviously mortgage people, we've had title people on, we've talked about entrepreneurs, we've talked about emotional intelligence, right? If you look back and find the episode with Sherry Nager when we talked about emotional intelligence, and one of the things that I have developed now inside the Elite Edge Network is what we call Human Plus. Human Plus is where we've developed the program of I'm taking my emotional intelligence, and we are the only coaching community that does this, taking our emotional intelligence and combining it with our artificial intelligence to help us to build these tools out with AI to help us build business, help us build our entrepreneur self, help us to develop all these tools and traits for everything and go from there. So that's exactly why we built the network, was for those things specifically, for that community. And we're building a culture and a brand. We've got some holiday deals coming up, like I said. But the first step is go to the edgenetwork.com, find the community box there, check the box, get into the community, start to get in there every Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern time, every Friday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. There's all kinds of content, all kinds of ideas. How am I doing this? What am I doing with it? And going with that. So that's where we're at with the and why I developed the Elite Edge Network. It was the in the community specifically was to help support one another, to help keep stacking wins, to put people in the right mindset, to talk about emotional intelligence, artificial intelligence, and to provide not only the tips and tricks, but the tools to go along with it as well. So very big stuff, a lot of good stuff happening on that end, and going from there. So I this also helps me stay mentally sharp for you all. And again, our morning phone call. If you're not on our morning call, it's 7:30 a.m. every morning, 7:30 Eastern time every morning. The Breakfast Club call. It's 248-803-0656. Again, it's 248-803-0656 is our morning coaching call that happens every Monday through Friday, every weekday from 7:30 to 8:30. Now, we didn't do it yesterday because yesterday was the holiday. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I hope everybody had a blessed holiday. If you're just jumping into the show right now, we were just touching base on, the Elite Edge Network community, why it's been built, the what is it, and what we're doing it for. We're doing it for you. We're doing it for our audience. We're doing it for other realtors. We're doing it to help build, support, and guide one another through this industry, through what are we doing, how are we doing it, why we're doing it, and figuring out your why. What's your why, right? So, a quick personal update for me is I've been blessed with the opportunity to get back into my basketball coaching. I've gotten back to the high school level, and I know you guys know how fired up I am about it. But coaching's always been a passion of mine. Whether it's basketball players, real estate agents, entrepreneurs, it's that same feeling when you see the light bulb go off on somebody, when you see that bing, that moment. Whether that's running a basketball play up and do something right away, and then you watch them realize like, oh, I can do this, right? So between all the coaching background that I have and the seminars and the coaching clinics and all the things I spent years and years doing, um, really helped me with my clients. And as far as the process of buying and selling a home goes, you guys have heard me say it before. A lot of times in this business, in this industry, former teachers are great at real estate because they are helping guide and just teach people along the way of what they're doing, as it entails to buying a house, as it entails to selling a house, but the buy sell process and how that works out. Well, we take a lot of time as realtors explaining everything that's happening, right? Explaining, all right, here's, we go through, think about it, we go through the buyer's questionnaire. What are they looking for? When are they looking to be there? Why are they going there? What's the reasoning behind it, right? We ask a lot of questions. And we're asking all those questions because we're trying to get to the easiest solve for this. So much like a teacher would do with a student, um, having a conversation. Why did you do this? What are you looking for? Why is it going here? And giving them directions to follow and help guiding them and mentor them along the way. So that's much of what coaching is to me. And like I said, I spent so many years coaching at the basketball at the high school level, winning a state championship and celebrating that part. But again, it's that light bulb moment for me that I get to see. And again, whether that's realtors or basketball players or anybody else that is capable of doing better in 1% a day. Sorry, I had to get a drink there again. But so that's a little quick note for me. I am back to the sidelines, in a advisory role, in an assistant coaching role, and I'm super excited to be able to do that and go from there. So I want to dive into some production thoughts for 2026. The market predictions for 2026. So market and production ideas and thoughts that I have on the market of what's going to be happening, what's coming down the pipeline, how are we looking for 2026? Just to talk about 2026 for a second, and specifically quarter one, to talk really about that. Everything we're seeing points to interest rates dropping. Everything we're seeing, every forecast, everything we're seeing is telling us that rates are going to be dropping. Now, we don't know how much. I doubt we're ever going to see 2s and 3s again. I don't know that we'll ever get down that low again. And our economy can't sustain it. But we are going to see rates dipping a little bit. We're already seeing signs that we could be heading into one of the best real estate years we've seen in a long time. So kudos to you that have made it through these last couple of years that it's been a little bit rough. You've had to go out and work. And so some of us weren't used to that. Some of us that have been in it long enough remember what it was like when we had to work, right? And remember it was hard to, to get out there but the good news was it used to be able to, show your client a couple houses before you had to write an offer. Then we went through the phase of I had to write an offer before we even saw the house, and I had to give away my firstborn child and all those things. So we're in a healthy market right now. We're in a very, very healthy market right now, to me. But everything I said, like I said, these interest rates dropping. But if you've survived the last 2 years, the slower, more steady kind of weird market, this is where your payoff can show up. And this is where you can't lie down for the next 30 days. You have bigger goals than that. Okay? You can't do this for the next 30 days. You can't take the next 30 days off because you have bigger goals for that. Now, if you've already reached your goals for 2025, fantastic. You've finished your goals with a month left. Like I said, Thanksgiving was yesterday. So if you finished all your goals for 2025, congratulations. Now you got to go take a nap somewhere. Or do you start stockpiling for 2026? See, that's a legit question. Do I punt and be done with this right now if I've hit my goals? Or should I get a start on 2026? Well, from a coach's perspective, get started and get a jump on 2026. Get ahead of the game. Get way ahead of the game. That will help you to, again, build those numbers, those goals and expectations you have, right? So we're going to expect rates to dip, not crash. We're not seeing a market crash. We're not seeing any of that stuff. But what I do see is rates to dip a little bit, leading to unlocking some inventory of people that were staying steady because they didn't want to go to a 7% rate, and so they didn't want to take their rate that high. But people now are also understanding rates a little bit more clear, and they're saying, well, at the end of the day, it's an extra $50 a day, depending on price of house and all those things, right? I'm giving my warnings. But depending on all those things, those are the ones that are, they're understanding this market. So the interest rate dip should unlock inventory. Sellers will finally move because they've used to how the rates, environment, and more inventory plus slightly lower rates equals more buyers in the pool. Now, we also know, statistically speaking, that based on market stats, for every 1 point that the interest rate comes down, about 3 million buyers come into the market. So for those of you that are saying right now, for those of you that have clients that are waiting, saying they want to wait till the spring, remind them that they're going to have a lot more competition, rising prices, because we all know what happens when a bunch of buyers come into the market. Rates don't go down. Rates go up, right? So don't miss out on the market right now, okay? If rates go down, inventory if rates go down and inventory starts to rise a little bit, that'll be good, but prices are going to rise too. Okay, remember there's a balancing act between rates and prices. So rates go up, prices usually come down. Rates go down, prices usually come up. So there's a balancing act there, and then the always the old rule of supply and demand. There's always the rule of supply and demand. So here's the catch, right? People who are going to win in 2026 are the ones doing the work right now for the next 30 days. They're the ones going to be doing the work. If you lay off right now, if you hit the brakes right now, quarter one is going to feel dead. Quarter one is going to feel dead if you lay off right now. But if you double down right now, Q1 is where all the outreach and discipline shows up. And it shows up as appointments, it shows up as contracts, it shows up as closings. It shows up as I'm busy and I'm making some money. So that's how we want to kick off your year. We don't want to kick it off any other way. We want to kick it off with a very positive mindset, a very positive idea of how you're going to do your business, of how that's going to sound, and feel. But how do I now then take care of my money, right? There's another whole other aspect to this. How do I then, once I start making money, how do I take care of it? Again, join the EliteEdgeNetwork.com, get into the community. We touch on all those things there, right? And talking about a mindset shift into 2026. Be 1% better every day. Starting today. Starting today, Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, be 1% better today than you were yesterday. Start making some goals. Start crunching, stacking small wins. You guys have heard me say it on here so many times, but stacking small wins. Stack those small wins over and over and over again. Stack those small wins, and those lead to big wins, right? But the mindset shift I want every agent listening now, or if you're listening later, but I want you to adopt it before January 1st, is simple. Get 1% better every day. Just get 1% better every day. It's almost like a mic drop moment for me, but I can't drop it because I'm the only one here. No, just kidding. You're all here with me watching, and I appreciate you on this Black Friday when you could be out shopping. Maybe I'm your ride. Maybe I'm your ride in. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I'm the ride in to the mall today, right? So get 1% every day. Use AI. Use the scheduling. Use the tools we teach inside Elite Edge Network. They're not gimmicks. That's your edge. That's how you're going to build. That's how you're going to scale. If you're a realtor out there that's a solo realtor that's just saying, hey, I just need to build my business, cool, call me. Let's talk about it. I want to sell more houses. That's really what an agent should be telling me, is I want to sell more houses. That's really what the attorney should be, or the attorney, what my internal self should be saying, right? Get 1% better every day, right? But now am I using AI? You got talking points for AI. So AI you should be using for your scripts, your follow-up, your content, your business planning, scheduling your lead time, scheduling your follow-up time, scheduling your learning time. You can utilize AI for all of this. We have the prompts inside of the Elite Edge Network community. We have them all in there about how to do this. But if you start those habits now, not January 2nd, when you feel motivated, your 2026 won't just be as good, right? It won't just be good. It'll be transformational if you get started today. If you get started today, you could have a transformable business to remind them of who you were and what you were doing. Okay. So I say all that to say I am thankful because yesterday was Thanksgiving. So I am thankful. right? I am thankful and I have a lot of gratitude. And I have a lot of gratitude that I want to talk about. So it's been a challenging year for a lot of us. It's been a challenging year for a lot of us, whether that's production, whether that's, people in or out of your life, right? Some people, it's been a rough year. We've lost some people along the way, but I'm thankful for so many things. I'm thankful for the struggle. I'm thankful for it makes you stronger. I'm a true believer in, the you are not built to just win all the time, right? It's not just win after win after win after win. Sometimes there are losses in there. And again, sometimes it's off the court, sometimes it's on the court. But I will tell you that I am thankful for you. I am thankful for this audience. I am thankful for my clients. I am thankful for my business partners. I am thankful for um, so many things. And even through, a hard year, so many people just keep coming through for you. And again, when your vibe attracts your tribe, you really know where you're at. And that's again what I'm grateful for is again, you guys, the Breakfast Club call every morning. I'm thankful for that part of the business. Obviously, I'm thankful for my family, my wife and my boys, my mom and dad. I'm thankful for all those things, my in-laws, but I also am thankful for you guys, right? And I am thankful for, again, you watching. I am thankful for you listening later, for the downloads, for everything else. But I urge you to get to the Elite Edge Network community. Join the community. Go to the eliteedgenetwork.com. Click on where it says community. You'll get into the to the room, and we'll go from there. But it's important that we get that done. And again, we say this a lot. If it was easy, everybody would do it. If it was easy, it would just work for everybody. I could get in. I could sell a couple houses and make millions of dollars. And woo! But we know internally how hard it is. Our families know how hard it is on us, right? Our wife and kids, our husbands know that it's hard on us, right? When we're trying to hold deals together and we're seeing things fall apart, and, it's just like, gosh darn it. Um, where did that go? Right? But it was funny because we we again we your vibe attracts your tribe, and I'm certainly glad with that. And I just want to name a few people um, that I'm thankful for, business wise, and now become friendship wise. My man Justin Barton with Connection. I'm going to throw Connection up there real quick for you guys. It's Connection, CONNEXTION. But if you go to yourconnection.com, it's the CRM that we use with Elite Edge Network, with the Elite Real Estate team, with the podcast. It's the CRM that we use for all of our contacts, both. And not only that, Connection is also a dialer. It also is a CRM. It also is a lead gen tool. It absolutely is phenomenal and does everything that we could have ever asked it to do. So again, Justin Barton, my man, thank you very much for your business savvy, your technology ideas, your everything, man. I thank you for that. And I want to thank Brian Edwards at Royal Oath Insurance. Royal Oath Insurance is where we are at today, that we are in here every week, live from Royal Oath Insurance here in Clinton Township. If you need insurance, see my man Brian Edwards over at Royal Oath Insurance. Again, Rory McDonald, who is another business partner who's in this office with us, with MacDonald Associates. Thankful for that. Again, you guys have heard me say your vibe attracts your tribe, man. And these guys and these business partners have been awesome. Jason Coletta over at Hill Mortgage. This is the got the Hill Mortgage swag on day after Thanksgiving today. So thankful for that business. Thankful for always the help that he always gives my clients. Extraordinary service from Hill Mortgage. Extraordinary team over there that Jason Coletta's got. But the agents and clients that are with us, I want to thank them. I want to thank the agents that are with Elite. That are doing a wonderful bang up job with the Elite team, incredible stuff, and the clients. I can't be thankful enough for my real estate clients, my realtor clients. I'm thankful for them. I'm glad that I'm able to help them. I'm glad that I was able to this year do so many transactions for friends, family members, friends that are like family, that I was able to get them out of a house, different situations. There's been death, there's been divorce, all the things that happen in our life in general. And I will always be there for you all if you need anything on the real estate side. You guys know that. And I appreciate my clients from this year. I am thankful, again, that I have got that. I am thankful for the partnerships that we have formed with the Elite Edge Network, with the real estate, with coaching, with the podcast, all of those things. I'm grateful for that. Royal Health Insurance again, where Royal Health, and I'm really thankful for the opportunity to create something other than just another real estate team. This is a network that actually helps realtors move forward. This is actually a movement that is going to help realtors in their career, right? And their what they're trying to find, to help them build their goals, what they're looking for, what do they want out of this business. And that's what the Elite Edge Network was built for, was helping those people out that are trying to find how to build a better business. True. Also, clients, we are creating a better experience for our clients by collaborating, by being there for our clients, by helping guide them through this home buying or selling process. So again, thank you to all the business associates, to all the clients, to all the agents, to you agents that are already in the Elite Edge Network. Keep sharing in there. Keep coming back in there. Again, every Thursday, 2 p.m. we'll be in there too. And so if you're listening to this the day after Thanksgiving, here's my challenge to you. Today is the day after Thanksgiving, 2025. This is a good bookmark. This is a good bookmark date because you can look back 12 months from now, day after Thanksgiving, 2026, and say, did I get to the goals that my goals and dreams, did I get to the goals and dreams that I wanted? Am I close to them? Am I building towards them? Did I get there? Right now, you have an absolute time right now to bookmark this and say, day after Thanksgiving 2025, here's where my business is. Day after Thanksgiving 2026, here's where my business is. Yes? Yes. So you have a distinction right now. You have a bookmark that you can put in to your goals, your dreams, your aspirations for the next 12 months. And again, Lead Edge Network is here to help you with that stuff. But don't coast. My challenge to you, day after Thanksgiving, you may be coasting today because you might be eating too much turkey, or out there on your Black Friday shopping away and shopping everything away to try to find some deals. Or, like I said, you may be home in a gravy coma somewhere, that you're just chilling out today and watching some more football. We had our Lions game yesterday, but you may be watching some more football today. There's all those things go. But I want you to do this. My challenge for you all over these next 30 days is, don't coast. Reach out to your people. Lock it in your schedule. Commit to getting 1% better every day. between now and January 1st. And if you think about that, 1% better every day for the next 30 days, you'll be 30% better by the end of January or by the beginning of January. End of December, beginning of January, you'll be 30% better. Small wins. Keep stacking small wins. But again, I'm going to go revert back to what I said earlier in the show is now you have a perfect time, a perfect opportunity to reach out to past clients, to your sphere, to friends and family. Hey, hope your Thanksgiving went well. I challenge you all to this one today. Hey, hope your Thanksgiving went well. Hope you got to eat a lot of turkey. I know I'm stuffed, feeling really good about it, but I got to eat a lot, got to hang out with the family. Hope you got to do the same. And in your conversation, ask them something about real estate, something real estate related. Hey, how is you? If you help somebody get into a house this year, your phone call today should sound something like, "Hey, Bob and Sue, I'm super happy that I got to help you get into that new house. How was it on your first Thanksgiving? What was that like? Did you enjoy being in a house now?" Right? Again, maybe they weren't in a house before. So you have to know your clients a little bit. I can't just call random people and say, hope your house is great because maybe they hate their house. But my past clients, I know I've built rapport with them. I have a relationship with them, so I know these things. So it's the reach back. Hey, how was the first Thanksgiving in your new home? It's an incredible reach out tool that you get to do, but you only have certain times of the year to specifically do it. This being a whole bunch of them in a row, right? We're gonna have Thanksgiving, we're gonna have Christmas, we're gonna have New Year's. Hey, what are your New Year's plans? Right? We have all these opportunities to reach back out to our past clients and invite them into places and invite them into, um, all the things that we get to know, right? So, but if you lay off now, Q1's going to feel dead. If you don't do these things now, quarter one's going to be dead for you. But if you double down now, Q1 is going to be all this outreach and discipline shows up, and it's going to show up as appointments. It's going to show up as contracts. It's going to show up as closings. It's going to start showing up just because you're doing the work. All right. Just because you're doing the work, it's getting done. So think about that and getting 1% better every day. Now, I would say that the biggest thing for you all to do is don't go this alone. Don't go it alone. There's no need to, there's no reason to. It's tough. It's hard to go it alone. I know because I did it. I know how tough it is to not have anybody to bounce things off of, to have conversations with. I know what that's like. I know what that feels like in this business. As a solo agent, that's what you feel like sometimes in this business. And you know, what we do with each other is fantastic. But again, if I needed you in a pinch, are you there? Right? If I needed you right now, if I needed you right this second, would it be could I get through to you? The answer is no, because I'm on the show right now. But but you see what I'm saying. So go to the eliteedgenetwork.com, join the community, jump in. There are courses in there. There are ideas in there. There is more coming. There is more being added all the time. From an AI standpoint, get ready for it. Right? Get ready for this AI stampede because it is probably already here and somewhat past us. But I mean, just hang on to your britches because you need to learn it. And I know some people have said they don't want to learn it. They don't feel like they're going to need it. And those are the same people that don't really know how to use it. Right? They don't know the good, bad, and different of it, or why they should be using it, or why they shouldn't be using it. It doesn't have to be used for evil. It can be used for good. And I hope people understand that he just stood there for that. But I will say that, again, the community is built. Live webinars every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you're serious about dominating 2026, book a call with me. The link is in the description, but we'll put a real plan together for your business. You can also do it on the EliteEdgeNetwork.com. You can book a call with me from the website, but I challenge you to book a call with me. Let's set some time up. About 30 minutes is typically what I like to do to help you build this plan out for 2026. So go to the EliteEdgeNetwork.com, join the community, and book a call with me. And let's help you build the battle plan and the success for 2026 that everybody should get, right? I feel everybody should, that 2026 could be one of the best years that we've seen in real estate. And it is going to be totally inspiring, totally, again, these, depending on what rates do, but everything, all the signs are telling us that rates are going to be dropping. So I will leave you with this. I appreciate you all. Again, whether you're watching me now or listening to me later, I appreciate all the support that you've all given me over this past year with the Elite Real Estate Podcast, with the Elite Edge Network, with Elite Real Estate, with Elite Coaching. I appreciate you all. I appreciate my business partners. I appreciate so many things, and I'm thankful. I'm super thankful here the day after Thanksgiving 2025 to be able to be giving you guys more information on what I'm building with the EliteEdgeNetwork.com, what we're building inside of the community to get you all of the information that you need: scripts, role playing, scheduling, SMART goals, our gap income tools. All of these things are here and they're moving. They are here and moving. So don't get caught watching everything move around you. Make sure you're moving as well. But I'm thankful for leftovers. I had to share that part because who's not thankful for some leftovers, right? Hug your people, hug your families, be thankful for your families and friends that are like family. Be thankful for them, be appreciative of them, be grateful, be humble, be kind to each other. And again, that is the whole emphasis behind building the Elite Edge Network, is to build a community of like-minded people, entrepreneurs, business leaders that are there to help one another lean into their business, to find the support and the commonality you need to build a business, and to be the go-to realtor with your SOI, with your database, with your sphere, to be that part. So those are the things that I'm grateful for and thankful for. I hope you guys are grateful and thankful as well. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving yesterday. I hope you got to eat a lot of turkey or mashed potatoes or whatever it is you want to eat. Great news is Saturday after, my family, we make homemade hot tamales. So we don't even do chili on my side of the family. We do homemade hot tamales and some chili. That's what we do. So again, I'm Jimmy Nelson, guys. I thank you again for tuning in every week with the Elite Real Estate Podcast and the Elite Real Estate Podcast. Find us wherever you find podcasts. Like I said, you can find it here: Spotify, Stitcher, Apple, iTunes, iHeartRadio. Again, Elite Real Estate Podcast, guys. Thank you very much. I am thankful. Happy Thanksgiving. Looking forward to getting through this rest of 2025 with you all, rolling into 2026. Make it a great quarter, and I will see you all next week. Thanks, guys. Into mansions on prime estate, success in our grasp because we choose our own fate. No pressure, no diamonds, gotta take the leap. The climb is steep, but worth it.